More than a week after a body was found inside an impounded Tesla registered to the singer who goes by the stage name David, Los Angeles investigators identifying the remains as 15-year-old Celeste Rivas.
So apparently, while everyone was still trying to process how a 14-year-old girl ended up dead in his car, David was out here doing real estate paperwork.
But it's just something interesting that happened in David's world. He is the owner of 2 homes. And both of those homes were transferred to a trust in his mother's name. The date is what's interesting.
The date is critical.
The date of the transfer, the first transfer was on September 18th, and the second was on September 22nd.
And what's interesting about the 18th date is that was the same day we broke the story that cops had gone out to that house for a swatting, and his mom answered the door.
Right.
I really don't know what he was trying to achieve with that because it's such a sus move. I have some theories though, allegedly, obviously. Today we're talking about the new reports that David quietly moved his Texas properties into his mother's name, and why that move has people online raising every possible eyebrow, and allegedly people are saying he is preparing for prison. I must say that was a pretty sus move. But before we get into that suspicious little transaction, let's rewind for anyone who somehow missed this train wreck. This is the same David who went from writing lo-fi heartbreak songs in his bedroom to being accused of something that doesn't even sound real. A 14-year-old girl named Celeste Rivas was found dead inside his Tesla. And yeah, people online are losing it, rightfully so. We are seeing wild comments. One person wrote, "Dating a minor, making a love song about her, and then allegedly keeping her to rot in your car? What else does he have hiding?" Another said, "The way he bragged in his songs about his crimes is completely baffling." Then someone else summed it up best. "I feel so bad for Celeste. Her family didn't care. She was a kid, a child, and this isn't the life she should have been living." It's like every scroll down the comment section gets darker. And the craziest part? He's still not behind bars. So today we're breaking it all down, from the disturbing details of Celeste Rivas' death to the extremely suspicious timing of David's property transfer, and how the internet's finally starting to ask the real question. Why is this man still free? So about that property transfer. Yeah, the one that basically broke the internet for a few hours. According to public records, David signed over 2 of his Texas homes to his mom's name, one of them literally on the same day Celeste Rivas was identified. Same day. You cannot script timing that suspicious if you tried. Now sure, maybe his lawyer will spin it as some routine financial move. But let's not gaslight ourselves. People don't just wake up in the middle of a murder investigation and decide, you know what? Mom deserves a couple of houses. The internet's not dumb. Everyone saw that and went, oh, so he's moving assets before the feds freeze them. And honestly, it's not unreasonable to think he's gearing up for prison, because that's exactly what it looks like. The pre-damage control playbook. You protect what's left of your money before everything else burns, especially now that he's supposedly lawyered up with a criminal defense attorney. You don't get one of those because you like their vibe. You get one when you know things are about to get serious. What makes it even more twisted is how all of this contrasts with the music. Because fans started replaying his old tracks, the ones that everyone thought were just emotional, artsy heartbreak songs. And suddenly the lyrics don't sound poetic anymore, they sound like confessions. Stuff about obsession, guilt, keeping someone close forever, and not letting go. Lyrics that used to make teenagers cry are now giving people full-body chills. It's like he wasn't hiding anything, he was bragging about it in plain sight. And when you pair that with the fact that Celeste was a minor, everything gets darker. The internet dug up messages, comments, screenshots, all hinting that this wasn't some innocent teenage thing. People are straight up calling him a PDF, and the receipts aren't helping his case. One user said it perfectly. He wrote love songs about a child, and now that child's gone. How did we all miss this? It's like every layer that comes out just gets nastier. The lyrics, the DMs, the property shuffle, the lawyer. None of this looks like the behavior of someone cooperating with police. It looks like someone closing up shop before the walls cave in. And what's worse, the silence. He hasn't said a word. No statement, no denial, nothing. Just lawyers and paperwork, which at this point says more than any Notes app statement ever could.
I didn't kill her physically, but in the back of my mind, she died.
At this point, the internet's collective jaw is on the floor, because everyone's asking the same question. How is this man not behind bars right now? Like, be so for real. We've got receipts, confessions, creepy DMs, a minor involved, and somehow he's still out here pretending it's business as usual. People dug into the timeline, and it's not looking good. There's an attorney conveniently showing up right after the story blew up, but then he suddenly goes silent? Classic damage control play. And the fact that he's not making any public statements, just moving houses, writing music, and posting vague captions like starting over. Yeah, no one's buying that redemption arc. And that's the wildest part. He's posting new content like nothing happened. Comment sections are filled with, "How is he not arrested yet?" And "This is actual insanity." The police silence is deafening, and fans are starting to think there's something shady going on behind the scenes. The guy's out here doing grocery runs while people are dissecting screenshots that could literally land him in jail. It's the influencer version of a true crime episode, except the suspect's still vlogging. So yeah, at this point, calling this whole situation a mess would be putting it lightly. We've got disturbing receipts, a shady house move, lawyers popping in and out, and a fan base that's basically turned into an FBI task force overnight. Whether he's actually guilty or not, one thing's for sure, his career's circling the drain. And honestly, if even half of this turns out to be true, that drain is exactly where it belongs. But if it's somehow all one giant misunderstanding, then maybe he's just the most catastrophically unlucky man on the internet right now. Either way, it's not looking good. The internet doesn't forget, and once people decide you're that guy, it's over. So unless he plans to drop an apology video, a confession, and a plea deal all in one go, this might be the last time we see him outside of a courtroom. Anyway, that's the situation. Creepy, chaotic, and impossible to look away from. Smash that like button before the algorithm mysteriously buries this video. Also, don't forget to subscribe. One last thing. Everything in this video is based on publicly available information and online speculation. Nothing here should be taken as fact or a legal accusation. Everyone mentioned, including the individuals involved, is considered innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. As of the time this video was made, no official charges have been filed against D4VD or anyone connected to the situation. This video is for commentary and entertainment purposes only.